Trenton. It's Trenton Wade. He's heading to the protest and he's gonna get laid. It's Trenton. It's Trenton Wade. Those sexy reparations are about to get paid. It's Trenton. That's Trenton Wade. A whole lot of muscle, but still got brains. That's Trenton. Trenton Wade. Those girls be lining up behind him just like a train. Oh yeah. Come on, y'all, that's right. And nothing but a protest party. Huh. How? Where my bricks at? That's the corniest dancing I ever did see. Come on over here, doll. I'll put a little pep in your step.
The world is a terrible place, full of terrible people doing terrible things. Thankfully, there's a weekly live stream that doesn't sugarcoat it for you. Join Major Tom Saturdays at 10 p.m. for the Big Empty. That's Major_Tom on D Live. Make sure to use zeros for O's because your life really is that hard.
Ian Michael, Glass Art. Beautiful one-of-a-kind pieces at affordable prices. To own one today, please contact Ian Michael, Glass Art. What's up, my brothers? Sup, thug? Looks like y'all don't even have any knitted coverings for your gun. Ha, that shit looks plain as hell. Y'all got to head on down and check out Maureen at Maureen's Handmade Goods. She'll cover up that shit right. She'll hook you up with the finest crochet gun covering you ever saw. Make that shit look hard, tight. She just don't handle guns. She can knit and crochet anything. Scarves, hats, sweaters, socks. She even be hooking up your baby mama with stuffed kids' toys, blankets, and baby things. Someone in your crew got an extensive glass collection? Well, she knits beautiful pouches made with the softest merino that will not scratch, sucker. You can bet on that shit. You dealing with Maureen, you dealing with a real one. She's an esteemed test knitter for exclusive designers. She ain't just some amateur. She was a finalist in Sock Madness. What, you never heard of Sock Madness? The time speed sock knitting competition? She almost took that shit down. Maureen also be on that culturally diverse shit. Need a yarmulke? Need a prayer mat? Maureen's got you covered. So come on down, check out Maureen's Handmade Goods. Otherwise, me and some of my associates may have to come pay you a visit.
Mad balls, gross for one, gross for all. We play with a mad ball, they're gross, funny, yucky, sick. There's 8, so you can take your pick. We throw, catch, it's fun. There's so much gross in every one. Freaky fun is what they're for. There's so much ugly, so much more. Gross for one, gross for all. We play with a mad ball. We play with a mad ball. We play with a mad ball. Mad ball.
Freaky fun for everyone, sold separately from Amtoy.
Mad ball.
I wonder what's inside your butthole. I wonder what's inside your butthole. Maybe there is astronauts, maybe there is aliens all inside your butthole. I wonder what's inside your butthole. I wonder what's inside your butthole. Maybe there is astronauts, maybe there is aliens all inside
Baby Gaga do 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 do, baby Gaga do 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 do, baby Gaga do 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 do, baby Gaga. Baby Gaga do 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 do, baby Gaga do 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 do, baby Gaga do 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 do, baby Gaga.
We are the collective known as Ham World Order.
I am the hidden Ham and you all are under Big Ham's control.
You cannot stop our assault.
Not you, not any world leader, not Mush, and especially not Baby Don Royce Lopez.
We have arrived.
And we are not leaving.
Your only choice is to
Accept.
We will be watching.
Here at CBDX, we've got the pill to cure your ill. From obsessive behaviors, bludgeoning off government benefits like a single mother, bitching, prowling and stalking, general laziness and lack of will, or crippling loneliness. Sort your shit out with CBDX.com.
One of the only domesticating factors in my life was Eliana. Dig what I'm saying? Do you dig what I'm saying? And you...
Here at CBDX, we don't fuck around. We got everything you need from gummies, moon rocks, waxes and vapes, and the finest fucking flowers you can find.
All the ingredients to make a
racist pedophile.
Now legal in 39 states, thanks to our wonderful team of experts.
Brought to you by Pfizer.
So you're researching the truth for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what do you...
And I guess it really depends which one you want to hear about, Joe.
Tinfoil. This pleases us. Thank you, Dan.
Suck on that.
Hello, my name is Frozen Asian. I'm the...
The atomic shaman dye themselves green in the spirit of St. Patrick's Day. We will be discussing the horse whispering troon, fae folk, Irish folklore, a box of missing heads, penal legends and current events. Special guest, Johanna Ruski gives us an update on the Ukrainian crises that the mainstream media doesn't want you to hear. Come join the tribe Saturday, March the 12th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
What in the hell is that? Interpol here.
weed this is. I lost track because I put them in these jars and I just always forget because I don't want to write on them and label them. So I just forget. Well, that was a fun day, Wave, right? Oh, we having fun. I know. All right, look. Okay. So, I know she's not here, but, all right. So, for everyone that's wondering why Daywave isn't covering, love notes, I gotta tell you, just have patience, okay? There's a reason why that's happening, and I will not say what or why. And then, hey, shout out to Roots' dad. What's up, buddy? But yeah, just bear with us on that. Like, just realize that all the notes are being taken up here, and yeah, don't worry. Just Now I know we probably should have fucking caught that live stream because I know we missed an opportunity here. But here's the thing. That bitch is dumb. She gonna do it again. So, it happens. But anyways, I don't have backing music right now. I'm not a professional like Adonis Paul where I have a playlist up ready to go. I don't do that. I wing shit. I have an okay show, but I also feel I could do a better show with the 2 gifts that we were given. So I'm going to ask you, because it's up, I can sit here and fuck off all day, but I'm going to ask you, do you want to do like a normal fucking, I have a lot already. Look, as far as prep, the one thing you can't say about me is I'm unprepared. I always have something in the can ready to go. So I have the normal show. Or we can go with the Potato Murderer and Mr. Skinhead. What is it? It's up to you guys. This is open season Thursday. Like, are you tired of Mary? Do you want me to not do Mary? Do you not want to see JRC3 cringe through all that shit? See, this is what I thought. Both potatoes and skinheads. See, it's coming in number 2. I knew this was going to happen. So, okay. All right. Goddamn. All right. We get it. Okay. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to do my normal thing where I get completely fucking high as shit. And then we'll fucking go into that shit and we'll do the potato thing. But first, ladies and gentlemen, please go to cbdx.com, the fine sponsor of this and many shows. When you're there, order whatever you want. It's legal in 39 states. Sorry, UK. But, hey, order $80, you get it quick. 44420 is the code. You'll get 20% off and a free gift. Did I get that in? Yes. Hey, Frozen, fucking time thingy, that thing. All right. Thank you. The terpometer, gonna do a dab here in a minute. The terpometer tells you when to hit your dab so that it tastes fantastic. When you go to order it, put in 10%, you'll get I'm glass. See, I said that backwards just to fuck with your head. So having said all that, please go follow this motherfucker. I'm going to put the link in here one more motherfucking time. Go follow. You're all probably already following Louis, but I'm trying to pump his numbers up. I'm trying to help the man. And listen to everybody that wanted to see a normal show, which is like one person. This song's for you. Dab time. This is Bali right now. He really isn't. A fucking weirdo. She was looking kind of eat shit, Polly. And a shitty dick drone on Mercer's forehead.
Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart but your head gets down. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You never know if you don't go. You never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold. It's a cool place, and the seat gets colder. You bundle up now, wait till you get older. The media men beg to differ, judging by the hole in the satellite picture. The ice we skate is getting pretty thin. The water's getting warm, so you might as well swim. My world's on fire, how about yours? That's the way I like it, and I never get bored. Well, the years start coming, and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules, and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart, but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You never know if you don't go.
KF donated $5. 44,420. Finally catching the live shows again.
Fuck yeah.
Listen to the new Corpse Grinder solo album. I'm enjoying it.
I'm gonna have to get on that. I just played fucking Hammer Smash Face yesterday. So yes, I will check that out. Thank you. Further 5 support. KF. Brain no worky, brain need more dab at Rooney. I just did one. Damn it.
You're an all-star, get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star, get the show on, get paid. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold.
Damn it. Hey, Ethan. Alright, this isn't working for me. I don't know why. So let's try this, man. I love Mudvayne, right? Everybody loves Mudvayne. Let's switch to. I'm feeling a little depressed. I don't need that. I'm about to watch Mary and fucking James.
Oh shit! In on one lifetime, in a little center now. Reflect as we lie. Down there I need to find the middle of the sun, body to be. Surrender, cast its stones at me. I stand, not crawling, not falling down. I believe the demons
that drag me down.
I stand
for nothing.
Not falling.
The center of it all.
I'll bleed the demons.
But myself. From here to no one else. I'm trying to do it the way. Sunshine.
I party out again.
I knew she wasn't going to do it.
I'm over. Person conflicting.
Person completely.
I don't need you, anyone but me. I keep bleeding, living my own life.
She's almost there.
I'm flattered. I feel like I was dirt over life. Like my husband see on the cover of me. Sinners,
pointing fingers at me. I stand.
For nothing.
Not crawling.
By
not
myself.
Crawling down. I bleed.
For no one. But myself.
Drag me down. I stand.
For nothing.
Not crawling.
The center
not crawling down.
of calms within the eye.
I bleed.
I'll bleed. For no one but myself. For me and no one else.
Complete kill. Stone cold will. Bitter kill. Through the conflict now. Kill. Just be. Just be. Just be. Just be. Just be.
Very good point. Chase the train. Still better than married. Dude, I like it, man. I've seen this girl do a lot of content. Remember the girl that thinks she's the girl from Alien? Wiccan Girl is who's doing this. Fantastic cover of Mudvayne.
I stand. Not crawling.
She should do Determined. Oh, God.
Crawling down.
I would love if she did Determined.
I bleed the demon that dragged me down.
See, now I'm ready. Now, here's the question. All right. Now, we've established we're doing Potato and the Skinhead Day. I really should have changed this. But I'm going to start this off with Aunt Cathy needs a favor. I don't know what she needs, but she needs a favor. So let's give her due time.
Assistance if anybody's up and moving around right now. Because, you know, she ain't going to call and tell me where to find it. But I know there was, she always talks about how traumatic and her childhood and everything. And she
actually, while I'm thinking about that, I'm sorry. I got to do this.
Teigheime Fritz donated $10. 44/24. Does this bit work when you are on other shows? Turn day wave. Best sixth mic in the business.
I agree. It'll work if I'm looking at the thing, but unfortunately I was on the Discord call, so I didn't have my thingy up, and I didn't even know it happened until this morning when I got up, and I went, cool, $10, but I appreciate you, Fritz. And yeah, it was, dude, you know, I know we didn't get to sister last night, but we still got a lot of good fucking information out of Aunt Cathy, so let's see what she needs help with. But thank you very much for the support of the show.
I cannot remember the name of the neighbor that she said she was left with all the time. You know, the neighbor, the babysitter, the you know, the one that's just started all this abuse for her. I can't remember his name, and I'm not going to...
No, I didn't even know about the neighbor.
...say what I think it is, but if anyone can remember, it's a really common but uncommon name.
That's That's honestly an addressologist question, and I gotta say, man, I'm pretty high up on the totem pole, and I don't even know that one.
What's it? But if anyone remembers that name off the top of your head or can find it quickly for me, because I'm going to be driving, if you'd leave it in my comment and you can confirm it for me, you'll save me some time. And you don't owe me anything, but I sure appreciate the help. So I'll have something to show you that will be interesting if you can remember it.
Yeah, that's in a hidden video.
And Mary, digging into things.
And look, I kind of vaguely know what she's talking about. And I want to say it was a pretty common fucking name, but I cannot. Why do I smell scented candles? Is your carpet okay? I can't. Yeah, dude, this was like early shit. This is stuff she popped off her fucking channel because she didn't want people knowing it.
I didn't do it. I haven't. But you know, when you crossed the line, and I told you, just forget anything, everything. I'm done. I'm done being nice, and I'm not going away.
I like this, Cathy.
I did start reading and being a little more diligent. So
there was a guy that her parents. I know the story that she's talking about. There's a guy that her parents used to leave her with all the time while they were out, doing what parents do when they leave kids. Did you like my street, dude? I just played it, sir. Thank you very much. And yeah, if I had it up, I would have said yeah, the bit would have worked, but it didn't. So I'm sorry. I'll give it back to you if you want. But yeah, I appreciate that, man. I don't know about best sixth mic. You know, I'm a solid mic, but I don't know about best.
Just keep that in mind.
Appreciate it.
You know,
it was Brian or Ryan. Yeah, Brian, Ryan, or Fred, or some. It was stupid easy, man.
Looking very carefully, and because I am personally involved, some of these things that are coming up in my mind.
All right, hey man, I appreciate the shit out of it.
And my heart, memory that you've said.
Because yeah, I woke up this morning, right, and I was smoking my morning cigarette, and I looked at it, I was like, well, I'll be goddamn.
You know, I can almost put a connection. And that connection.
Yeah, this is like way back to the early days of her. Because she would tell these fucking stories, and then AP fucking made her delete her whole fucking channel. Well, not the whole channel. So again, man, if you missed it last night, go to AP's channel. It'll be up. I think it's still up there. I don't know. I don't know. I'm one of those that you shouldn't. Someone in the comments said Fred, so that makes sense. Well, yeah, it might be Fred. I don't know, dude. There's so many stories in my head about this stupid bit. It's a lot to handle. But if you missed it last night, go back, watch that, come back, because stupid here is gonna do what everybody always does when they get caught. They're gonna tell on themselves.
So here's the real question.
Okay.
Why would a family member be so desperate to imprison another family member on a crime that didn't exist? Why? What?
Well, maybe because you killed their mother. What do you think? Why? Why would a family member want to harm another? Why would a family member want to lock up another family member for potentially murder-hering? And by the way, hey, Mary, I'm smart. I know how to put potential and allegedly in front of things. I've been doing this too long. Okay? So before you get all click happy, just take it, all right? If you've learned anything, don't fuck with the big boys.
Why would my aunt do that? Why would she go out of her way to spend the last year making me out to be a criminal and a
Well, it's not very fucking hard. You do it to yourself, stupid.
dangerous person? Why would she tell people that her family was so scared of me that they wouldn't leave her alone?
Because you're the size of a fucking mongoloid. You are obviously not part of that. From last night, I learned that both of your sisters were small like your mom. And here your lurch ass comes around. Yeah, people are going to be scared of you.
With me? Because they were afraid I would hurt her?
Uh-huh.
Even though I've never been violent with any of them?
Any of them. You know, I could think of 3 stories off the top of my head of you talking about being violent with them.
Why would she do that? Simple. Because my aunt knows what happened to my grandmother's will. The will that was leaving me.
Oh, it's about money. Oh, okay.
Everything.
Mm-hmm.
Cathy is the one that got rid of it. And now she needs to get rid of me. So nobody...
Okay, let me explain to you how wills work, okay? First off, the will that is read at the lawyer's office, usually, okay, is in possession of the lawyer that she got it written. So, Meemaw telling you to shut the fuck up, you'll get all my money, just to shut the fuck up, just shut up. Whatever you were bugging her about, and she told you, oh, honey, I'm leaving everything to you. Will you just shut the hell up and stop fucking my carpet up, you fucking shitty pants loser?
Nobody ever listens to me. and finds out what she did. She has been accusing me of crimes for over a year.
Mm-hmm.
Crimes that I did not commit, and threatening that...
Well, no, we have police reports and everything that you were involved in crimes. Do you understand what that means? And this new allegation is an allegation that was there before. In fact, we had, if I remember correctly, we were digging on your grandma when we found all your other shit.
I'm going to be put in prison. You know, at one point she threatened to put me in a mental hospital that she would control, where she could come and visit me.
Mm-hmm.
This is not just a normal cyber stalking, harassing situation.
Well, no, this is a situation where you wrote a book that had inaccuracies all over it. It was written, well, a pamphlet. But from there, it's kind of snowballed to where we're at today. And I got to be honest with you, it's been a hell of a ride.
My aunt has committed felonies herself against me. And now...
So file the charges, you broke bitch.
...needs to create another felony and pin me for it, so that nobody ever finds out what she did.
She's what?
Freaking out that I won't shut up about the will and how it existed and what she did to it. And she desperately needs me shut up. If that means by putting me in prison, then so be it. I need legal help.
I need legal help. Someone do it for me. I don't want to walk to the car. I'm just going to poop my pants right here. Can I say thank y'all for fucking be like, hey, pick up Mary, because it just makes my job so much easier.
I'm not just assuming that they're trying to set me up and frame me for a crime that didn't exist.
But here's the thing. All right, Mary, you were the only person there. And if she does find out that you waited a day to call, it doesn't matter if you pushed her or not. Do you understand that? If you waited to call, which you've even admitted, you're about to admit, I don't know, again, I've pre-watched some of these, so. The amount of time that you're waiting between when your grandmother fell and when you made the call is very important. Very important, Miss Shitty Pants.
I'm not making that up because I'm scared.
No,
you're
you're slurring your words because you're a drunk fucktard.
Saying that because of the email that I received that is very clearly being used to set me up for a crime. My grandmother was on the phone with her daughter. She hung up. She lost her equilibrium. She fell. Now, my aunt is trying to claim that there was a man with me that night, and...
Wasn't it Corey? Was it Corey? Was it the young one? Oh, it was the older Corey, wasn't it? Not the young one that you raped. The child rape one that was underage. You remember that, Corey, Mary? Because I know you're probably watching. And in fact, hey, hi, James. We're getting to you next, fuckboy.
Waited over a day to call the police, and I'm receiving an email saying, hey, I'm the man that was with you.
Mm-hmm.
I know what really happened.
Mm-hmm.
We're in trouble. You promised this wouldn't happen. All this other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they have created an account and sent me an email pretending to be somebody who assisted in a crime.
The fuck are you talking about?
So that when they go to the police, they can say, well, look through her emails and you might find something from her assistant.
Let me tell you something. At this point in time, it would have to be a cold case unit. You understand how those work? Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. I don't want to give you any ideas.
They're framing me for a crime that never existed until Cathy created it in her head.
Your grandmother's dead because of you.
I'm not afraid because I know what the truth is. And I know that the police will be able to decipher an intimidating, harassing...
You mean cold case units?
...frame up from...
There's a letter. Yeah, I know there's a letter.
...a genuine crime.
But the thing is, though, here's the thing. Corey McIntyre actually exists.
I have faith that the police will be able to do their job.
I have faith that the cold case unit and the other investigators that have been on your ass for a minute now have their kill shot now. How about that, Mary?
And figure out that my aunt is the one that is lying. And that she has friends who are helping her frame me.
What do you mean, friends? I've never met this woman in my life. Let me tell you something, Mary. I've never done anything but hug my grandmother. I would never push her. That's disgusting. You disgust me.
For her mother's death.
And the fact that Corey saw it and has stayed quiet this long, fuck you, Corey.
Death. When nobody is responsible for her mother's death, her mother was elderly and sick and weak and had spit.
And you like to prey on the elderly, weak, and sick, don't you, potato murder her?
The majority of that year in the hospital. And if you go back and look at my Facebook.
I love that. Hey, fuck you, Corey. Hey, fuck you, Corey. This is going to be a loop now because fuck you and Corey. I see what you did.
I could see that. Just a couple of months before they thought she was septic.
Can't wait for the Mary didn't do. Oh, God. Well, I mean, just between me and you. You know, I understand what's going on here, you know? But I don't care. This bitch murdered ducks. Allegedly. See, Mary, that's how that word works. Do you understand? Also, when you go to sue me, don't be like JRC3 and assume that I'm part of ROTC LLC, because I'm not. I don't get paid by by anyone over there, okay? I don't get paid. Right, Bolly? We don't get paid. No one pays anyone over here. Right, Bolly? Oh, hey, while we're at it, hey, I love that you think, and I know you're watching. You're staying quiet in chat because you know you're going to get your shit bonked every time you say something, but I know you're here. Hey, Bolly, do you really think that those relationships that you formed during your time here are going to hold up? Do you really think that those people haven't seen you turn into one of the most unprofessional dickheads on the internet and actually want to work with somebody that if they get mad, they throw a bitch fit for 2 months? Yeah, let's see how that turns out. Oh, I know differently. Yeah, I bet. Let's see how that works out, Bolly. Broke bitch.
Don't tell me she wasn't sick and weak.
AP's the first crossover I've done, and that was last night. Yeah, that was like, it might have been the second time I've been on AP's show. I don't know.
She had been on prednisone for over 30 years. She had COPD.
I love how she can, like, just mock out all the problems.
In 2013, she had a bad heart attack, and she had to learn how to re-walk. Like, Cathy wants...
Hey, my dad had a heart attack, like 3 of them, okay? He had to learn how to walk. When he did his hip, he had to learn how to walk. It's called rehab, you dummy.
Talk about how stable and on her feet her mother was. She wasn't around to know that Meemaw had walked.
Being on my show is no big deal, except I never had guests. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're like me. Like, it's so much easier to do the show. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, well, I need someone to bounce off of. And it's like, I fucking don't, you know. I could babble and continue on and go back and forth and then just transition out, man.
Argentine Milky.
Walkers all over that house. A little motorized scooter. The Hurricane.
Hey, man, I got a Hurricane. Don't be fucking hating on that shit. And I use that shit, too. I forgot to hit
There
the
was
button,
almost a year where my grandmother could barely move on her own. She had to go through physical therapy and relearn how to walk. Mm-hmm. And she never was able to walk backwards.
Yes, JJ talks to himself, confirmed. Yes.
Again, after that heart attack. And how did she fall? She stumbled backwards.
Now, let me tell you something. All right, here's a little bit of personal story for you. All right. So, back in 2006, I believe, I was living in Orlando, Florida. And my parents came down to visit because I lived in Florida and my mom liked to shop. That's Florida for you. But they had also decided that they were going to come down, and I had a year pass to Universal. So we were like, hey, let's go walk around Universal. We fucking ate at, what the fuck? What was that goddamn restaurant? The Emerald Lagasse place, man. Had one of the best pork chops I ever fucking had. But anyways, we decided to go ride the rides. Now, my mom really probably shouldn't have gotten on this ride, but if you've ever seen The Hulk, she rode the Hulk, okay? Now, I was proud of her, right? Sat next to her, held her hand, and, you know, we had a good time on the ride. Little did I know she closed her eyes, all right? And I don't know if you guys know this, but if you're ever on a roller coaster, one of the worst things you can do is close your eyes. So in that little ride, which lasts maybe 2 minutes, she flipped the rocks in her head. Now, I don't know if you understand this, but you have rocks in your head that help with your equilibrium and balance. And from that moment on until the day that she died, she had vertigo. All right. So I, for like the last whatever years of her life, was very used to her falling because she would turn her head a certain way and she would get vertigo and fall down, right? So I would say 99.9% of the time she fell forward. There was not finding her falling backwards. It's always forwards. Okay, so the fact that you say, well, she fell backwards. Just past 2K. Hey, good for you guys having 2,000 alt accounts. That's great for you. All right, yeah. All right, say something else. Otherwise, you're spamming.
I don't know what I'm going to
No, you have rocks in your head, Shadow Kane.
do.
We all have rocks in our head.
I know that eventually the police will come up with the truth. I do have faith that the police will come up with the truth in this. But with them sending me these emails...
Killed your mom with a roller... I mean, I didn't make her get on the ride.
Emails and trying to put evidence in my email that they can use against me, that they created. It's not a fun situation for me. And I don't...
Yeah, I have 98. Learn to count.
I don't really want to wait until I have to go to prison and fight my way for the truth to do anything about this. Like, I'm aware...
Gravity. Only one push are they walking back. No, I mean, look, going up a hill, they could fall backwards, unless you're my old lady who falls forward even then.
At this point that they are...
Gravity is the point of it, though.
Filling my inbox with these types of emails that make it look like I had an accomplice in a crime so that they can go to the police and say, check her emails.
No, it's more of, hey, when did she make that phone call? And the other thing, Mary, is Cathy has enough money to do as many FOIA accounts as she wants.
And prove something that they created. If I delete the email, then that can also be found, and they'll say, well, see, she deleted it because she didn't want you to know.
No. That wasn't the intent of that either. And honestly, I don't even... You're the one that posted the email. No, her accomplice was her boyfriend at the time, Corey.
I need legal help.
Yeah. Don't we all?
Genuinely.
I need legal help. Dr. Skates in chat talking shit. Can someone please help me against the man saying words? Ugh. Say whatever you want, dude. I don't give a shit.
This is not a
Where are the lab results? They're coming. Actually, they're on the new packaging. I know you guys haven't seen that. But...
game.
I have.
I did not commit a crime, but
You know those cost money and take time to get back, right?
Cathy is creating enough evidence to have the police fuck with me for a long time if I don't have anybody to help me.
Wait, no beer at Busch Gardens? That's like sacrilegious. This is just, the fuck's happening? All right, so why would you wait 7 years to investigate your mother's death? Well, because life happens.
So I have a question.
What's your question?
And it's an honest question.
Okay.
If Cathy truly believes that I murdered her mother,
Murdered!
Why did she wait 7 years before saying anything? If you fully believe that somebody killed your mother, that somebody was solely responsible for your mother's death, why would you wait 7 years to call the police and begin gathering evidence of this crime?
Well, the allegation was there at the beginning. The only reason why they haven't yet is because you didn't really become a problem until you wrote a book. And then once your book came out, it led to questions about what actually happened. Okay? Do you understand how that fucking works? That if you cause, do you understand cause and effect? I wrote books so people didn't like the accuracy of your, pamphlet. And here we are because the evidence has come out over time through your words on your channel.
7 years. My grandmother passed away in 2015.
Okay.
And they waited until 2022.
Again, your words have led us to do that.
To call the police and begin investigating her fall. Now, why would anybody do that? Why would you wait 7 years?
Again,
why would you sit on that information that you believe for 7 years?
Took 7 years because it's Nikki's fault. Yeah, Nikki, you slack ass son of a bitch. Look this up quicker.
Until internet podcasters.
Hey, by the way, Dr. Skate, you got hidden because you're a fuckhead. That's why. Have fun. Go right on Reddit about it. I don't care. I got a show to do.
Gave you enough
Yeah, Paul on Scart. Sometimes new evidence comes to light. See, you ran your fucking mouth, implicated yourself. 7 years later. These are how cold cases are solved, Mary.
Bridge to do something. That doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any bucks either. Or does it?
Do you know why she's really coming out and saying these things?
No, what?
It's because I have been speaking out about the will.
I love how she shoehorns it back to the will. Bitch, even if you tried right now, there's nothing you can do. That time has passed.
Since day one. You can go back to my Facebook and see me saying these things about Cathy and the will just after my grandmother passed. Because she woke me up saying, your grandmother is dead and you need to know there is no will. So I have believed that a crime was committed.
So do something.
Long time.
So do it.
The entire 7 years I have been speaking out about the crime that I felt was committed.
Here's the thing about speaking out. All right. So Mary, how many subs do you have? You have 881 subs. Okay. Now remember, for every time you hide somebody, you lose a follower. Okay. So like I just bonked Dr. Skate. I highly doubt that he was even subbed to me. But if I did, I lost one. All right. So your reach is, let's go through this. 888 people. Yeah, 90% are us. Okay, so let's say 100 and some are actually people that support you. One of them being JRC3, the other being Goose Granny or whatever the fuck that stupid whore's name was from Daywaving this morning, one of your simps. And that's fine. Look, man, hey, I get it, man. You need a support system to actually succeed in this business. But I don't think you have the reach to speak out as much as you think you do. Like, even in my position, I don't have a big enough reach to really make an impact on anything. There's like 2 or 3 levels above me when you start getting those, okay? So, when you make these little statements and you try and implicate that you're speaking out, let's remember your reach.
Admitted. And now, suddenly, Cathy wants to go to the police and speak out about a crime she believes was committed.
No, she's going to ask what time you called, which will be in their records. And by what you've said, she fell on a Saturday, and if you called on a Monday, that's fucked up. Just saying.
7 years later, she wants to speak out about this. 7 years later. Yeah, she really loved her mother, right? She was there nonstop. Cathy was she was there for everything.
Hey, Mary, was she there when you put wax on your fucking pussy and it fell on the floor and ruined your grandmother's carpet?
But when it came to getting justice for her mother...
Hey, I got enough stretch to reach my butthole. All right, don't you worry about that.
...who she believes was killed, it took 7 years. And a group of cyber bullies online. Because that's what happens when you truly want justice for something.
Did she literally do the Scooby-Doo? Hold on. If it wasn't for you dastardly internet people.
Isn't it?
She's
That's what a woman who truly believed her mother was murdered and wanted justice for it would do. No. Cathy, no.
Cathy,
you know it's bullshit. And you know why you're doing it.
Cheers.
And it's disgusting. And it's distasteful.
Oh, yeah.
And it's disgraceful.
Like your face.
And I'm not scared. I'm slightly anxious because I know that you're already framing me by sending me that email, that veiled confession from an accomplice, so that you could go to the police and say, well, check her emails, just check her out. And they'll find this veiled confession email and question me about why it exists.
So, no, Will, doesn't that mean the estate would be divided equally between X number of family members after paying off the debt? It really depends on the state. Like, all right, here where I'm at, there's something called inherent succession. And I'm pretty sure that it's in Florida too, because this is pretty much how they do it everywhere. But usually it goes to the first blood relatives, right? First. And then if there's no, like, I'm talking daughter, brother, like whoever's the oldest relative. Like, it could be an uncle. I mean, if it's not written in the will, they go by inherent succession, and usually it goes to the oldest person. Usually. But there are other ways, like, all right, if there's a son or whatever, you know, or a daughter, it'll go to them. You know, there's a whole fucking lineup of all right, you know how if the president dies, this is not a threat, Biden, I'm just saying, if the president dies, there's the vice president and blah, 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 and on down the line, right? That's how that works there, too.
But do you know what's going to happen after that? They're going to backtrace that email and find out where it came from and link it.
Or they're going to go, this is not my problem. You have to call a civil attorney.
Get directly back.
You think police are going to do all that? No.
To you.
Mary, do you know who solved the, what was the fucking one that Patton Oswalt solved? I know you fucking super sleuths know all that shit, but that was solved by people on the internet. People on the internet have solved cold case murders more often than cops have here recently. So it's like you almost don't have cable because you're broke.
And you're cyber stalking friends. And then you're going to have to answer to the police about why you
Green River
mailed me a fake confession with a fake name.
Do you think she figures this out while she's on the toilet trying to not shit her pants? What do you think?
And then went to the police and told them to check out my emails.
Maybe the Zodiac. No, it was the one that the dude's, the old guy. He was a cop. Fucking Patton Oswalt. Fuck. Golden State Killer. There it is. I knew someone smart would figure that out. Talk, bitch.
So you're trying to set me up and frame me for a murder, but you're doing it openly online, where everything can easily be traced.
It's almost like we're playing Clue, and at the end of it, we're like, I think it was a Drazdia in the living room with a push.
Gouverneur Rockner donated $5.88. 44/24. I was a jerk to you last week, and I admit it, not proud of what I said to you or ever again.
You ain't gotta worry about me, man. You do you. I appreciate it. Yeah. But still, take my motherfucking advice. Clean your fucking room, get a goddamn mic, and fix your computer, alright? The whole time, if you read what I was saying to you, it was trying to help you, stupid. Okay? Take the advice. Fucking get a background, okay? Get a background. Thank you for the support of the show. Back to Mary.
And they might put me in prison for a little while. And they might interrogate me hardcore.
Hardcore. They're gonna fuck me in my ass. I'm gonna love it. You're welcome for that drop.
But I know in the end, they're gonna find the truth. And it's not anything like what Cathy is spreading.
Honestly, at this point, I think Cathy's going to go to the graves of her family members and pay respects to them. Something you haven't done.
If you believe her, ask yourself why she waited so long.
Again, we've already answered that question, but you can't hear me. This is a recording.
To start getting evidence. Why would you truly wait 7 years?
Hey, by the way, I just thought about this. Hey, Governor. Were those diaper bucks?
If you believe that
I'm sorry, not sorry, fuck you.
The person who murdered your mother
is
still on the streets, free to...
The truth like you ruined carpet with fucking wax. Dude, I would love to know if she still does that. Like, does she get horny when she walks into a candle store?
Roam around.
Oh my god, hot wax!
Nobody who truly...
Hey, honey. Oh, she's coming up the thing. Hey, honey, can I pour hot wax on you?
Only if you let me do you first.
Oh, that's not happening. I go first. No?
You don't know how to do that.
Well, she didn't either. She fucked up the carpet.
He loved their mother would do that.
That's a no, bro.
Cathy is only doing it to cover the felony that she committed.
It wouldn't even be a misdemeanor, by the way.
While her mother was dying when she...
Chunky sex wax. Do you need to fuck your carpet up? Yeah, pour it down your pussy hole.
She went to the family lawyer with those false paperwork claiming that she was my grandmother's caregiver to give her access to changing the will and the...
Ferox, I wish she'd wax those lips. Dude, I wish she'd wax her whole face.
Trust that left everything to me. Even though I don't have a legal fight, I don't have any way to take her to court over it.
Because you're a broke bitch?
She's so scared about me talking out about it that she's setting me up for a murder.
No, we're going off implications that you were the only person present when your grandmother fell, so, you know, it kind of makes sense what we're saying. I'm just saying.
Just really... think about that. I have no way to take her to court for what she actually did.
Because it's the statutes, its limitations, it didn't happen like you said it did, you stupid bitch.
But they have the ways, they have the money and the legal processes to put me in prison for.
It's called privilege. Sorry.
For something I didn't even do. Just off of the evidence that they have emailed to me and created themselves.
It's almost like we just keep making shit up.
I know the truth.
Duck murderer!
And I know the truth will be found out in the legal system, but it takes time. And my life is going to be a living hell.
Notice how Mary never says if she did call 911 right away or waited. See, that's the fucking thing. That's what I love about Mary and why she's so easy to cover like this, because you know when she's lying. You know when she's lying because she won't, like a lot of people when they're lying, they don't want to address what they're saying, so they do the smoke and mirror shit like, "Oh, well, I didn't commit that murder. Did you see that guy walking down the street? It could have been him."
Until they figure out that these people are framing me. And I need help. Not financial help, legal help.
Nah, you need financial help. And then you get to work on legal help. Get a job.
And emotional support. Somebody that believes me.
You have that. We're about to get to him in a minute.
Because I did not hurt my grandmother. I didn't do any of the things that Cathy is accusing me of doing.
Okay, well, your snake tears right now mean I don't believe you.
And it's extremely scary to me.
To think of what could happen to me. Me.
That not only that they're accusing me of this, that they have emailed me the evidence that they're going to use to put me away. Like, how the fuck do you do that? How do you email the evidence of a murder to somebody and then be like, "Hey, police, go and check out her mail. Go and check this out. Look at what..."
We can't check your mail because apparently we're fucking with your mail too, right? Bitch, go get a lock for your mailbox, you fucking lazy bitch. All you have to do is go down to the... You don't even have to go down there. Just call them.
What she's got. Look at what she's hiding. Look at what people are sending her. When you know you're the one that sent it. And the police will figure out you're the one that sent it. The police will figure it out. They will. They'll figure it out.
They're gonna figure it out. Someday someone will do this for me.
I'm not upset and worried. I'm not upset and worried because I committed a crime and I've been caught.
And let me tell you what, I don't think I'd start the video like that, but I didn't do the things that they're saying I did.
I'm scared because the people who are framing me
are really good at what we do.
They
do. Sorry, they do. I slipped up. Did you see it slip a little bit?
Crime are more powerful than I am. And I don't know how much I'm going to be...
I'm going to go in the gym with no socks on. Yeah.
Heard. Seeing as how I have spent the last year begging for somebody to hear me before it got to this point where they're literally emailing me evidence of crimes that they're going to go to the police with. They've emailed me a veiled confession to a crime from a completely made up person, and then they're going to go to the police and say, "Well, we'd like you to just investigate her, just look at her emails," and they're going to find that one, and it has to be able to be found out that it's back to them, but not before the investigation, not before I get locked up, not before I get interrogated and tortured for a crime that I did not commit. But I'm being framed by my abusive family and my cyber harasser and stalker. And these people are determined that they're going to destroy my life. And I have no way to fight.
She has no idea how the law
I'm
works.
not mentally strong enough. I have no money. I have no support. I'm alone.
They're all
am completely alone with these people plotting and conspiring to put me in prison for something that I didn't do.
But you did.
But
Allegedly.
they're already plotting. They're already emailing me evidence to be found later. Anybody would be scared of that. Anybody would be scared of that. It's a very clear frame-up. And it's a terrifying situation. Even if you know that you have not committed a crime. Because people go to jail for crimes that they didn't commit all the time because other people set them up. Planted the evidence. And they've planted the evidence in my email already.
One more!
It's 4:30 a.m. and my chest hurts. It's on the right side, so it's probably not my heart, but it's aching like a bitch. I'm assuming it's from nerves, panic, anxiety, from the fact that people are framing me for crimes, but documenting in case anybody ever pays.
I'm gonna have a heart attack, man!
Pays attention to me. I can have some evidence of the mental and physical toll that this harassment takes on me.
They're harassing me on the internet.
Now, thank God I'm through that. Because, Mary, you're so stupid and so gullible that it's laughable at this fucking point. Like, the only person I know dumber on the internet is this guy.
About projection and narcissism and how this relates to the ROTC family of shows. Particularly...
Again, fuckstick. I am not part of ROTC. Adonis Paul is not part of ROTC. We are not employed by anybody. We are self-employed. Do you understand?
Adonis Paul, simply because he's the one spurging out like a maniac, because...
It's spurging. It's not spurging, you fucking retard. You can't even say it right. I got you on the volume.
What do you know? Mary can stand up for herself.
I mean, what do you know? Mary can stand up for herself and push old ladies over.
Isn't that something? When people actually show her that there are people that understand that she didn't do anything wrong, and...
But the police report says differently.
And, you know...
APA. Ah, yes, a video about projection, sorry. Where he calls me and Handmade gay pedophiles as stated by a man who stalks children using a Grindr account and is mentally disabled. Ding, 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 ding.
And people can look up that case. I'm going to leave links in the description.
Yeah, I saw that. He's like, does anyone know where JJ Stoner and AP live? Because I kind of need that information.
Why do you need to know where I live, homie? What you gonna do? Please show up at my house. I'll fucking make you more than a skinhead. I'll open that fucking thing up.
I did before, and links in my community tab.
That's not an allegedly either. Show up at my fucking house, see what happens.
I did before. Adrastia didn't.
I want to send them paperwork. Well, send the paperwork. But you're still too broke to do anything after that, you dumb fuck.
Do anything.
Oh, the party
okay, and they can't prove that she did, and they haven't proved that she did. Quite like me, they just make up rumors. But
what rumors are we making up? The fact that you stalked someone for fucking 7 to 8 years, or the fact that you fucking creeped on Instagram underage women, or the fact that you were prowling in someone's fucking house and they called you. No, I'm not inviting him. I'm saying if he shows up at my house, the fucking skin on his head is going to be the least of his fucking worries. It's picking up the brain matter out of his mouth.
I want to get this on about the projection, okay? So a lot of the things that they've projected about me, for example, pedophilia.
Well, James, you literally said multiple fucking times before you were called out multiple fucking times for it that you like Lolitas and you like them young. So what is it, dude? Which is it?
Now, as noted...
Oh, look at this picture of a 16-year-old. I like it. That's James.
For example, I said that there are girls. The only...
Oh, it's legal. That doesn't make it right.
The thing they got on me is there was a couple girls on Instagram that followed me. I followed them back.
That is an incorrect statement. They did not follow you, dummy.
One of them, I liked a couple of their photos. The other one...
A couple? You mean like every single one of them? Buddy, hey, James, when this AP thing comes out, oh my God, are you going to be so fucking hated by everyone on the internet? And by the way, all right, when it was told to you that you were going to be passed up the line, do you understand what that means? That means that you're going to be seen by more people that are going to know about your bullshit.
The young Southeast Asian girl, I liked a couple of her photos after they even brought to my attention.
You mean the very obviously young and underage girl?
I was following her. I didn't even know I was following her, but...
Because you forgot you did it.
Clearly she's... If you look at other photos, they picked photos of her where she looks excessively youthful.
Excessively youthful. I love when they do that. They're like, oh, I'm going to use the word that's excessively youthful, not underage girl. You don't want to say it because you're ashamed of it. Is that what it is, Jimmy?
But she's probably about 19 or 20, somewhere around there.
Try 13 or 14. That's a little bit better. Oh, hey, that's a good point. There's like a 9-year-old Ukrainian girl he's posted about marriage. Yeah. You know that part where you're like, hey guys, it's going to be cheap to get a Ukrainian wife here soon. Do you understand that that doesn't help your case for not being a pedophile? It just means you're a fucking pedophile. And you're a weak bitch who can't get your own pussy, your own age, because they see your bullshit, and you need them to be young, dumb, and stupid.
And the thing is, it's like... Whether I'm liking people's photos or not does not make me a pedophile.
But when it happens multiple fucking times, and you're caught doing it on multiple fucking times, and you're caught saying this, and caught saying this, and trying to be funny, but you're not being funny, you're being a creepy bastard.
But this is a projection from Adonis Paul, because Adonis Paul is probably... a closeted pedophile.
That's a hell of an assumption with no proof. Everything, all right, this is the same guy that took down who? How many people has he gone at? Just because, yeah, okay, the guy that fucking goes at okay, yeah.
He probably knows it's wrong to be a pedophile, so he's not consciously aware of the fact that he is a pedophile.
You know what? I haven't seen this in a while. But this is what's called double projection.
So he's probably...
Yeah, do you have screenshots of me creeping on kids, James? No, he doesn't. But you have one of his.
Trying to build this wall up. Kind of like how people that are the most homophobic tend to be secretly homosexuals.
Wow. Hey, bud. Look in a mirror much?
And a lot of what I do is, like, the funny thing is...
A lot of what I do is just follow girls back on Instagram. It's nothing.
Like, I'll just say they're gay. And in most cases, I do think that Adonis Paul, Hatman, Royce Lopez...
I hate broccoli. Do I want to fuck broccoli, James?
And right? Mersh, I do believe that they are a combination of homosexual and pedophile.
Okay, so the guy that just flew all the way to fucking Canada to smash in an Asian butthole is gay. And the Mersh, I can't really argue with you about.
And I believe this due to their projection. And you have Mersh actually...
Mersh is gay and fat. All right, we get it.
Stating that he wanted to have sexual intercourse with Dakota Fanning.
Well, you can't call him a homosexual if he was going to have intercourse with Dakota Fanning. She's also of age now, so...
He actually stated that publicly, that he wanted to have sexual intercourse with Dakota Fanning. Well,
you know what? I want to have sexual intercourse with a lot of girls that are of age, but at the end of the day, my old lady is who I get to have sex with.
While she was a juvenile. So you have these people saying these things and behaving these ways and then projecting onto people like me that I'm a pedophile because...
No, there's proof. Yeah, Dakota Fanning is a woman, exactly.
I liked a photo on Instagram. And as I stated, number one, like for example with that young Mexican girl, like I said, I don't even...
Oh, so not the Asian or the Indian girl, but the young Mexican girl. How many are there? How many different examples do we need? But this is projection?
Know who that girl was, but this is what you have to understand.
I'm really doing a psych profile on him for this, but dude, go hard.
I follow a lot of people because
it wasn't stolen, yeah.
I used to, not anymore, but I used to simply follow back people that follow me.
Bro, we all did back in the early days of Twitter, man. It was just follow back Friday, every goddamn Friday, baby. Get them numbers up, clout chasing little girls. That's not how it works, James.
And now I'm starting to realize a lot of that's a setup to try and paint a picture.
That was the... Why are they all like, they're framing me, they're setting me up from the things that I did before they called me on it? Like, bro, you were doing this. You got caught. Oh, project harder, bro. Cry harder. Hey, James, change your name. Change your name again to Winning. Okay, you're winning, dude. You're fucking winning. You're not. All of us are lost. We're losers. Okay. All of us. I'm totally not gonna fucking end this show and go get an $11 potato and eat it and cry into my potato.
Me looking a different way than I am.
So back to 2020. Yeah, 2020. I bet you if you kept going, I bet you if you walked into this dude's house. All right, not saying that I'm going to, but I'm saying that if you walked in there, I'm betting he's got printed pictures up all over the fucking place of girls. Right?
But I don't...
James, my breakfast today was 43. Hey, James, my dinner the other night was 54.
I don't know if that's somebody's niece or daughter or whatever.
Oh, ball powder. He's doing your bit. Get him.
Follow a lot of people on Instagram. And if you look at the girl...
You know what you also do? You block a lot of people. Now, I know. Bolly's over there like, God damn it, he's making... Woo! But to be honest with you, I got to agree with the man. Blocking people's funny sometimes. But when you peacock around afterwards, instead of just being lightheartedly funny like I'm doing with, with the old Bali song, it's much funnier and much fun when you interact with them.
Girls that I talk in a sexual manner to, they're all in their 20s, 30s, or 40s.
Or they're all hat man.
Not one of them is a teenager.
That you know of, because Jimmy, we got to do this again. Jimmy, hey Jimmy, if you're listening, please, for the love of whatever God you jerk off to, if you have learned nothing from Hat Man, you should know that those girls you're talking to are not what you think they are. You think you would learn this lesson, but your brain and your stupid face and all that shit, it don't work. $11 potato, do they put bourbon on it? Actually, there is a bourbon sauce on it, but it's mostly pulled pork and a fully dressed potato. The son of a bitch is this goddamn big. I'm ready for it.
Okay? Number one, not one of the girls I talk to like that is a teenager. I don't talk to teenagers or anyone else under the age of adolescence.
You're all hat man. Dude, James, they're all hat man. You should fucking know this.
Lessons like that. Number two, what I would like to point out is I jokingly posted a picture of an adolescent Nastya Lukin. Now, I want people to understand Nastya Lukin is, I think, 32 years old at this point.
But here's the problem, Jimmy. The picture that you're lusting on, she's 16 in.
Very famous gymnast. She was born in Moscow, Russia. People that know gymnastics know who Nastya Lukin is. And I jokingly said, I don't...
back up. He admitted to his pet shit. All right. What? Back up like there?
Number 2, what I would like to point out is daughter or whatever. I follow a lot of people on Instagram. And if you look at the girls that I talk in a sexual manner to, they're all in their 20s, 30s, or 40s. Not one of them is a teenager. Okay? Number 1. Not one of the girls I talk to like that is a teenager. I don't talk to teenagers or...
Hey, Jimmy. I'm touching a butt.
Anyone else under the age of adolescence like that. Number 2, what I would like to point out is I jokingly posted a picture of an adolescent Nastya Lukin. Now, I want people to understand Nastya Lukin is, I think, 32 years old at this point.
Why is James Slingblade now? Well, sir, you can thank me for that. I'm the one that got him to shave his head.
She's a very famous gymnast. She was born in Moscow, Russia. People that know gymnastics know who Nastya Lukin is. And I jokingly said, I don't, I wouldn't break the law, but 16-year-old Nastya Lukin gives me a boner, right?
Can I ask you something? All right, you have no clue what he just said, correct?
No, I don't. I can't
All
do
right.
shit.
So let me ask you if this is, just answer yes or no to, is this a pedophile statement? Okay. I don't know about y'all, but a picture of 16-year-old Nastya Lukin
Oh, that's it. You're a pedophile.
gives me a boner.
No, that's gross.
So the 16-year-old gives me a boner is not, it means you're a pedophile, right?
That's gross. That's disturbing. I don't even, okay, I get a little disturbed at myself looking at a fucking 26-year-old's photo. And I'm, like, closer to its age.
Yeah. But the 16-year-old is giving him a boner.
Yeah, no, that's inappropriate.
But see, he's going to say, this is what he's going to say. He's going to go, oh, but she's 34 now. But you're not looking at a picture of her as a 34-year-old, you fucking weirdo. Do you understand the problem? I know you're watching, fuckface. You're going to spurg out and you're fucking, hey, look, I used the word correctly.
Okay, you have a picture of me when I was 14.
Uh-huh.
When I was a cheerleader.
In my truck, yes.
Yes, in your truck.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, but you and
But
I are
do I
together.
jerk off to that picture?
No, you and I are together. You and I have been together since I was 16, so...
That's right, I did fuck you when you were 16, yes.
You were also 17, so there's a difference.
Yes, we were of legal age to have sex. Actually, right over there. Like, right there. Where the TV's at.
No, right there.
No, it was over there.
Was that? Yeah, that's right.
It was
That's
over
when your
there.
mom
I
ran
had
up
my
the
bed
stairs.
over there then.
That's when she ran up the stairs.
Yeah. Now, all right, the best sex we ever had was in this corner.
That was a joke.
She's like, I looked over her, she's like, which time? I'm like, that's exactly right.
And I did that because I'm baiting people like Adonis Paul, and it works.
You're baiting people. Hold on, guys, let me make a pedophile statement. I'm just baiting.
Every time. And then he comes back with law or not, legal or not, you're a perv, man, or something like that. And it's like, you know, this shows that he can't come to terms with his own attraction.
No, he can't come to terms with your disgustingness. That's what he's doing. You don't bait the kids, you dumb shit.
Chicks that look like Nastya Lukin. Because the way I look at it, either he's attracted to Nastya Lukin, or he's a homosexual, or...
James, let me show you how this works. What's this stupid bitch's name? Nastya Lukin. This is going to be terrible. Nastya Lukin. Okay. Let's go there. All right. And we'll put in 2022 images. Let's see here. Where's a picture of Nastya Lukin?
Without you seeing her vag.
Is this her? I think this is her. This is Nastya Lukin in 2022. Let me say something.
That's a nose.
That's a schnoz, right? I just fell into his trap, guys. He was just trying to say he was a pedophile. I get that. But hey, James, Nastya Lukin in 2022 can get it, right? I don't care how fucking terrible her nose is or how many times she's got it redone or if she speaks Russian while you fuck her butt. I don't care.
Now?
No. She's whatever. Probably 30s, 40s maybe, right? So, okay, yeah. But let me show you where this gets dirty. But I'm not even going to do it. I'm just going to back out. Whoa, back out. So Nastya Lukin, back when she was a little girl, yeah, you didn't hear that. You know why? Because I'm not going to say that. Because I don't think looking at a 16-year-old like that is appropriate. It's that fucking easy, Jimmy. That fucking easy.
We have a goddaughter that's that age.
Yeah, no shit.
He's
just did 2 months in jail for a week, bro. Fuck, man. I'm sorry.
Impotent.
Nastya is 35. Yeah, 34, 35. She could probably still get it. 32. Stand corrected. He's just baiting. Yeah, he's baiting.
As a result.
Go away, baiting.
Of the heart disease he sustained from his eating patterns and drug use.
I don't know about the eating patterns, but I'm pretty sure it was drugs.
Anyway you slice it, the dude's trying to cover up his own weird predilections, okay?
Predilections is not a word, okay? Hey, honey, what does predilection mean?
Same thing as projection or whatever that fucking word is.
Predilection? It's not a word. That doesn't mean shit.
No. I'm saying it's like that word that I made up.
Pronection.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that word.
And it was actually a real word.
Yeah. And then it turned out to be a real word. And then it turned out to be a company. And then we called them at 3 o'clock in the morning. This is what we used to do. Probably a little boast. The heart disease made me gay. I don't really get where he's going with it. I don't either. He's baiting us.
With Hatman had stalked me and catfished me and tricked me into sending him nude photographs of him.
Whoa. Is that you admitting that you sent your dick to a man? Hey, buddy. Hatman didn't make you send a dick pic, you stupid fuck. To my understanding, you sent your dick pic within the first, couple hours of interacting with that.
Myself. Hatman is so gay, it's...
A 60-year-old modified muscle car. Actually, I'm not in the car, so no.
I love cars.
She would.
Ridiculous. I would assume that
Idaho, it's crazy. Yeah, I've heard Idaho's fucking whack, dude. Just a lot of it.
Hatman probably masturbates. He pleasures himself, probably.
To Harley, yes.
To my videos, to my voice, to my...
I mean, maybe.
Photos. He is hardcore gay for me.
Look, I've seen Hatman. He probably jerks off to a lot of things. Put your dick away, Hatman. Okay? It's not time for that. Well, never mind. James is on. Do what you got to do, sir.
Okay.
No eye contact.
Does that bother me? No, not really. It's just he's a creep, man. He's a sick dude. Okay? That's what my view is.
I agree.
With
Hatman is sick and gay.
And you can also...
I didn't even know he was sick.
Also tell Hatman's obsessed with me because he'll share things that I share within seconds.
That's because you blocked him with 37 or 400. How many was it? 700 some odd fucking accounts? Still have your socks on? No! God damn it. I have flip-flops on.
Boom, shared. Boom, shared. Boom, shared.
Is it gay that James gave the pics, or is it gay that Hatman took the pic? Ooh, Hatman, did you take the pics?
He's obsessed with me.
This entire video is projection.
He can't control himself because he's so homosexually attracted to me.
Hatman's so gay for James that he nuts every time he sees that. Hey, my nipple's getting played with right now. Just getting, wait, that's a woman. I can't be gay.
And now this is the thing. He understands a little bit more, probably because he's received so much mental health treatment. He understands that projection...
Oh, you mean mental health treatment like both adolescence, I'll use the word that you used, juvie, and how many times did you get into altercations with people that you were violent with, that you were kicked out of every school possible, and then sent to detention homes where you became a hardened retard that never learned anything, and then you're so retarded that you're still to this day, check in the mailbox, yay, I can afford things.
is a sign that he's a homosexual. So instead of projecting, he pretends like he's perfectly fine with being homosexual. Of course he's perfect.
That dude, the only person that's tried that recently that I actually think is gay, and I'm sorry if I'm outing him on this, but Governor Ragnar is gay, right? Can we just, like, I mean, I don't have a problem with it. If he likes it, that's cool, man. I ain't gonna make no judgments on it. But, like, when he says that shit, it works a little bit differently than when Hatman does it, who's just being funny. Like, I don't know. Am I saying something I shouldn't be saying right now? I mean, I'm just saying.
Perfectly fine with being homosexual. He's a homosexual.
Yeah.
As far as, like, for example, that's...
What?
I think the dog farted.
You think the dog farted? That could be a tough one. He is stretched out. Joseph. Jojo. Did you fart? Oh, he's hanging off too. Oh man, yeah, he farted. I'm sorry, honey. He farted.
That's one of the reasons I'll be like, Adonis Paul is gay. Because it gets to him. See, that's the thing with narcissists, is you have to find out what gets under
Hey, AP, he got you.
Their skin, and repeat it, and repeat it, and repeat it, and repeat it.
Ah, there you go, Batfink. Who smelt it, dealt it. There is a distinct difference between dog fart and her farts. There's a massive difference, actually.
Repeat it, and then you get people like...
Hatman, if I were gay, James would be nowhere near man enough to handle me. Fortunately, nature's decreed only women have the capacity to dilate enough to do the job. So what you're saying is he's got a toit butthole?
Like Adonis Paul spurging out like he was.
Spurging. Hey! It's spurging. Spurging. Do you get it? It's not j. It's the same difference between the GIF argument.
Was last night on his live stream. And really the best thing you can do is...
Did he just admit to watching last night? Jimmy, are you watching now? Hey, spurge out in your community tab if you're watching.
Ignore the hell out of them, which is very easy to do. I have no problem doing it. Like I said, I do have a friend that unfortunately...
Quit sturging out, James.
watches Adonis Paul, so occasionally he'll let me know...
On my show when we were all... Yes.
...what's going on Adonis Paul, or if I'm hanging out with him, he'll be watching Adonis Paul. There's not a day that goes by he doesn't tell me if Adonis is talking about...
Okay. I know who this is. I know who this is. And it's not who you think it is. It's not who you think it is. Because a lot of you dumb motherfuckers could be like, oh, I know exactly who it is. It's... Go ahead, someone type it. Someone's going to type it. Who do you think it is? Oh, don't spoil it. Someone else is going to type the other name. Because they're going to be like, oh, it's that guy. His friend. No, I would say it's Sting. I'm just kidding. That's a good one. I like reading chat sometimes because it'll give you good ideas as long as you're quick enough with it. He is talking about not Alan Powell, because that's where I thought you guys were going to go with this. No, he's talking about Static Void. I said his name. Hey, Mr. Peterson, you going to give me some money? But yeah. Static Void, the bucket shitter. Yes, that's his friend who watches AP and tells him every day.
About me or something like that. But I don't purposely watch anything. I didn't watch any of these shows.
You just admitted to, stupid.
I quit watching them as soon as they started to chill, but then they started picking it up in my inbox and things like that.
Man, I wonder who did that. Man, it's almost like there's one person sitting back just like do 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 all across the internet. Do 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 do. Dance puppet. Dance puppet. Dance. Hey Bolly, make another account. Hey Bolly, use another account. Hey Bolly, stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
And that's when I was like, you know what? It's time for me to say something.
Yeah, let's fucking go round 5 or whatever fucking round we're on.
To attack back.
Wasn't Static and AP friends? Well, I mean, I guess. I don't know. AP can answer that. I didn't mind Static until he started fucking being a retard. Same thing with Bali. I didn't mind Bali until he started being a retard. I wonder what the correlation there is.
And I need to attack.
We're not friends.
Back the same way they would attack.
But I know he's here to answer.
I'm very proud of Adrasdia, or Mary, for standing up for herself as well as she is. She's doing a good job.
She's doing a good job crying for the 50th time this week, making zero money for any of it.
I think I've proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that Cathy is working with Hatman and with these other programs.
No, there wasn't a show last night that literally had all of us on it.
To make Mary appear to be...
Not everyone who tunes in to late night is my friend. Look, there's 120 people here. I'm very sure there's at least 5 of them that fucking hate my guts. But they still hate watch the shit out of me, and I'm fine with that.
Mentally imbalanced.
See, unlike Royce, I don't care. The internet's a place to play. It's a place to fuck around. Okay? I get it. All right?
And what I would like to point out, now, mind you, I'm not a mental health professional, although I did work in the field of mental...
Now, having said that, I will yeet you the fuck out my chat, too. Also, I'll yeet you out of other chat rooms. Especially if I don't like you. Because I can become a spiteful sumbitch if you really want to get down to it. That's why you don't want to make it personal with me. But then again, hey, Jimmy, when you make it personal with me, what happens? What happens, Jimmy? Bzzz, gotcha.
Mental health. I'm not currently a mental health professional.
No, because back then you were what's called a trustee. You were part of the fucking crazy people that they let you fucking wear the doctor's shirt so that you could fucking feel better about yourself.
But what I want to be certain that...
Also, he pays me like $20 a show to keep unbanning him when JJ box him. You're welcome. Hey, what are we up and what's my cut?
People understand. I had a similar situation as to what I believe Mary is going through.
The sad thing, AP, I don't... If you are a show host and you've seen, like, and you have me as a mod... I barely do anything unless I'm fucking with somebody or making a point. Like earlier today, the couple of times that I bonked Bally, that was the first time I've bonked anyone in a good fucking while.
When I was a young person, my father...
I was a young chap.
Committed suicide. I stated that.
I remember
so
that.
my mother and my brother tried to have me seem mentally imbalanced. They would have me committed to mental institutions. They lied about symptomology. And what people don't understand about the mental health field is a lot of times they go with what the family says.
Okay, so here's what I love about doing this, okay? So I'm a fat idiot and an addict, all right? The amount of investigation I can accomplish, even on how much money I'm willing to spend on accomplishing that, still, at no point in time will ever get me records. Usually what you have to do is coax the person out to talk about their fucking fee-fees. And then when they get to talking about their fee-fees, they slip up and start giving you information. Now, this is when you should be paying attention. Watch what he says here. I bet you it's important. And I've never seen this.
And they discount what the patient says. So it was determined, they tried to have me determined to be mentally unstable, mentally unwell.
Yeah, that happened to a buddy of mine. Now, as much as he wants to admit this, he had a knife and caused a problem that deserved a police response. No matter what he says, it happened, okay? And he has to deal with that from now on. No boom boom. Sorry. That's just the way it is.
And when you're younger, when you're like 13, 14, 15, you don't play ball. You're resistant, okay? So when you're resistant... to...
Sir, I was committed when I was 16, okay? There you go. I was committed when I was 16, all right? I went from a... Let's see here. All right, before I popped on a drug test, I was number 1 in the state as a sophomore in wrestling, and our football team was undefeated, and I was pretty good left tackle. I was like one of the fat guys up there. But I was really ranked up high in the state as well. And then one day, I got sick as shit. All right? And when I say sick as shit, I mean I had mono for almost a year. All right. So all these people are like, oh, you're going to die soon from cancer. Realize this. I've been dealing with this my entire life. All right. There was a spat with it when I was about 6 or 7 and almost died. There was a spat with it when I was 16 and learned that I had most of this shit. And here we are years later, and I'm still having troubles with the same goddamn shit. So I'm with you on the things happen to people that shouldn't, but it does. Okay. So what, by the way, I was a damn good fucking blindside too, man. I was fucking solid. But the problem was when I had my condition, as Matt Hardy would say it, it affected my entire life, from mentality to drive to do things and be things. I had a real bad about with depression that's never gone away. The thing that I do is deal with it, which is what you can do as a person. You can either be a pussy bitch and you know, jump or fucking pull the trigger, whatever the fuck you're talking about. Or you could just fucking deal with your problems and make life as best as you fucking can, right? That's what you do. You don't make excuses for why things were there. I understood why I was committed when I was, okay? I understood the reasons why, all right? I didn't argue with them. I just went through their little fucking program and jumped through their little fucking hoops. And honestly, man, all right, let me tell you something. Have you ever learned the lesson of don't stick your dick in crazy? Okay? Especially if you meet them in a mental hospital. Because let's just say this, all right? When you get in there, some of them crazy bitches ain't that bad. Big old hooties, too. Shout out to Heather.
People,
and I'll say her name because I know she, dude.
Bullying you. And
here's the fun part. Also, years later, and I'm talking like 15, 20 years, is JJ the crazy in this story? No, actually, I was in the mental home, and I met a girlfriend that I had back then. And years later, when I was with the old lady, we went into fucking McDonald's. I don't remember. I think it was a McDonald's, and she was in there, and she jumped straight up, ran across the motherfucking restaurant, and started hugging on me in front of my old lady, and she was not happy. It was a bad day. I got yelled at that day.
Trying to convince you of
I had to explain who she was and where I met her.
Thing, you get aggressive. Okay, so when I was in some of these places,
I didn't get aggressive.
I got aggressive, and that only makes you look worse. Okay, but you don't think about that when you're 13 or 14 years old.
You know, I was 16, and all I was thinking about was, you know.
Okay. Long story short,
tattoo. No, she didn't have tattoos. She didn't have tattoos. She had some nice set of hooties.
My brother and my mother.
I played hockey too, man. Fuck yeah.
Did not achieve.
I was a sport playing motherfucker.
But getting me to be deemed mentally incompetent.
Hey, I was a goalie.
Competent, which was their goal, because I'm not mentally incompetent.
Sir, I was being committed as a 13-year-old. I am not mentally incompetent.
See, that's what people don't understand.
Okay.
What scares Mary's family, I think, is the fact that they probably owe her a pretty penny. As far as Mary.
Hold on, they owe her money for what?
Mary brought up about land that was worth $1 million or $500,000 or something.
No, it was less than $150,000, and Mary didn't do anything with it because Mary didn't file the correct paperwork. I would just put you in goal. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. I was actually pretty goddamn good too.
Something like that. They probably owe.
And I'm not even being like a Mr. Big Shit about it. Like, just any sport that I picked up, I was usually really good at.
Her
I played soccer in middle school. I sucked at that. All right, soccer was different. I hate running.
Considerable amount of money, and they need her to appear as mentally imbalanced as possible.
For what? There's nothing. There's no will. There's no fucking probate. There's no nothing. What is she going to get from nothing? There was nothing in there. The land that was given to her is probably in the thing's name. They had to get it out of the trust to sell it. Mary never did the paperwork on that, you dumb fuck. Nobody stole shit from her. I appreciate that. Nobody stole shit. I sucked at baseball. Yeah, I tried it when I was little, and nah, I wasn't good. I wasn't really good at that either. I did get a hit once, though.
And
I made contact once.
The fact is, this is exactly...
You know what I'm really good at, surprisingly? Golf. I'm fucking ridiculously good at golf.
What my brother and my mother did to me. And I'm not a narcissist. I'm not... see, now my brother...
I played defenseman, too, when I didn't play goalie. Let me tell you what. Put a pair of ice skates or rollerblades on me, I will fuck you up, man.
My mother were very narcissistic, well, I wouldn't even consider them narcissistic. My mom, perhaps, was narcissistic. My brother's a stone-cold psychopath.
Wow. I'm good at Mario Golf, too, motherfucker. Don't fuck with me in that. So your brother's a stone-cold psychopath. Does that run in the family?
I got brain matter in my mouth, which explains the...
Lacrosse, dude, lacrosse was one of those games I wanted to play, but I was just it wasn't big in my area, so we didn't play it.
Criminal record and things of that. He is a stone-cold psychopath. He sees people as nothing but, not just objects, but tools to get, or obstacles in his way to get what he wants.
Man, I'm telling you what. There's been a lot of projection in these 10 minutes. This is ridiculous.
Okay.
Should put together a gold tournament. Hey, time and place is all I need. I got the switch.
He has no respect for the law whatsoever. He doesn't even have a...
And I played in golf tournaments too. Well, I won't get into what or why, but every year there's a golf tournament for cancer research and shit. And I've played in it like 4 times. And yeah, it's a good time. It's a bunch of people fucking playing golf and donating money. And I need to get back to doing that, man. That shit was fun.
Enough respect for the law to say, if I do this, I'll get in trouble. Like, he doesn't even have that, and he's not a stupid person. He actually has a very high IQ. He just has no impulse control.
It's called no empathy. You have that problem too, bud.
And no sense of delayed gratification. That's
why you can't jerk off and feel good about it.
How he is. That's how he's always been. Very intelligent, very poor in his ability to delay gratification.
What you mean is he can't come. Gotcha.
And very...
Why do you know that your brother can't come? Hey, James, why do you know that your brother can't come? Did you fuck your brother? Ew.
Bad social skills. He has an inability to...
Bad social... Hey, bud. There's a mirror.
You see people, as emotional beings and things of that nature. He just sees people as a means to get what he wants. And that's all they are to him.
Oh, he comes too fast? I don't know. He keeps talking about delayed gratification.
And this is no different than the ROTC folks, or in Mary's case, the situation she has with Cathy, her aunt. And I think what you see, now this is the thing. What threw me off is I started trying to understand narcissism because of the trolling and how narcissistic...
Oh, I know he's talking about himself.
Abuse and trolling go hand in hand.
I tried to understand the people that were throwing these big words at me that I should know because I was a mental health expert, right?
Links will be in the description. I encourage people to check out the links in the description. There'll also be...
Yeah, $1.50 for fucking tacos. God damn. Like, I need to know, was that the taco truck where they charge you like fucking $10 a goddamn taco? Because holy shit.
Links about homosexual projection, how people that project homosexuality usually are pretty gay.
All right. Now, I know we got some fine content creators out there, right? One of y'all needs to take this video. Actually, I think it might have already happened. Hold on. I think it did happen. All right, hold on. Bear with me. Okay. Fuck, where's his channel? I bet you I can find it like that. Bet you I can find it like that. Nope. Fuck. Holy shit, there's another JRC3. Does anyone have Cody Dependence channel handy? If you're fucking... I'm sorry. I should be able to type it in and it works. But for some reason... It might have been Judas Goats. Hold on. Let me see. I remember seeing it this morning. Someone already clipped it. Yeah, it was Judas Goats. Never mind. Never mind. All right. Here we go.
Noted, for example, I said that there are girls. The only thing they got on me is there's a couple girls on Instagram that followed me. I followed them back. One of them, I liked a couple of their photos. The other one, the young Southeast Asian girl, I liked a couple of her photos after they even brought to my attention I was following her. I didn't even know I was following her. But clearly she's, if you look at other photos, they picked photos of her where she looks excessively youthful. But she's probably about 19 or 20, somewhere around there.
This is from earlier. Yeah.
And the thing is, it's like, whether I'm liking people's photos or not does not make me a pedophile.
Yeah, it does.
But this is a projection from Adonis Paul, because Adonis Paul is probably a closeted pedophile. He probably knows it's wrong to be a pedophile, so he's not consciously aware of the fact that he is a pedophile.
So, all right. Let me throw this out here. All right. So, I have a lot of women followers. I don't understand this thing with ROTC and a bunch of other things with a big female following. All right. Females. Have I ever interacted anything with you? Like, and I'm saying otherwise than just like some cordial back and forth talk. Have you ever seen me creeping on any of you? That goes to all of the women. Do you know why? Because I'm not a creepy bastard. And that's all I see you do here is creepy bastard shit. Look, the closer. All I do is ever pick on her. You wheelchair riding cunt.
So he's probably trying to build this wall.
I make fun of her, but...
Kind of like how people that are the most homophobic tend to be secretly homosexuals.
Same thing goes for AB.
And a lot of what I do is like this.
You know why most of us aren't like that? Because we have like lives and we don't need that in our life. No offense to any of these women, but I don't need that. And I've had to fucking explain a couple of times, hey, relax. This is just to show things. Right? We just relax. You know what I mean?
Funny thing is, like,
we're all kind of ranch business, yeah.
I'll just say they're gay. And in most cases, I do think that...
He's saying I molested my kid on his community. Oh no. That's not what you want to do, bud.
Adonis Paul, Hat Man, Royce Lopez, and Mersh, I do believe that they are a combination of homosexual and pedophile.
All right, so this is from earlier, but I need an edit of this dude just being creepy. All of it. Like, my goal is to have a psycho watch it. Who'll straight on her. Hey.
And if you notice, Adonis Paul is not just... He's not just anti-homo. Like me, I'm morally against...
Not just every time you walk past, I think about pinching your ass all day.
Against homosexuality. I'm morally against homosexuality based on a societal evolutionary idea, okay, of what fits Western society the best. Adonis Paul is violently anti-gay. He wants violence to be committed against homosexuals, as you can see in...
Hey, stupid! No one brought Eliana up.
...streams. I don't really care. I don't care what two adults do. If they start involving children, that's a different story. I don't agree with touching children in ways that they shouldn't be touched, because they can't consent. Now, Adonis Paul's, his pearl clutching over the fact that I posted a 16-year-old Nastya Lukin, what he doesn't understand is the age of consent in a majority, I don't know if it's a majority, but in a large quantity of the individual United States, and I believe the state of Texas is even lower than Pennsylvania, but a bunch of the states in the United States, the legal age of consent is below the age of 18. You know, the magic number 18. For the majority of human civilization, it would not be uncommon for someone in my age group to be dating someone that's, 16, 17 years old. Not
Pedophile.
not saying that I look for girls that are 16 or 17.
I'm not saying it, but I'm saying it. Gotcha.
Years old. I would probably, right now I'm single, but I would probably look for a girl that's probably 20, 21, 22, somewhere in there. And the reason why is because, of course, I wouldn't want somebody
can't stop. Can't stop. Won't stop.
But some, it depends on where you're at, what the laws are. But Adonis Paul's projection of this is so morally wrong, oh my Lord Jesus. I think what's going on with Adonis Paul has stated that he does have a daughter. I think that Adonis Paul is hyper sexually attracted to his daughter.
Oh no. I don't know if I want to continue. Bro, let me tell you something. This is the internet house. Right? This is all fun and games for me. I'm just sitting here smoking a dab. Give me a second. Cheers! Jibby, what you're saying here I'm sorry, my weed's so good. What you're saying here is so far beyond unnecessary that you, number one, all right, notice how most of the normal people, and I'm not even saying I'm normal, I fucking got committed too, motherfucker. But notice how normal people conduct themselves. Now, when I fuck with somebody, it's usually from here. Because I know my reach, I know what I can do. And my reach is getting bigger and bigger every day, bud. So, thank y'all to hanging out. There's a lot of things that I won't do, right? And making allegations, I will. But not that far, buddy. Not that far. And especially with someone like AP, who has a much bigger reach than both of us combined, fuckhead. I don't know if this is a good move. Like, I don't even know if it's good for me to play the rest of it. You don't make implications like this.
And what he does is he thinks that everybody else is a pedophile because he's projecting his own.
AP, do you think I'm a pedophile? I'll wait. I would just generally like to know, James. James, do you understand that AP doesn't think that everyone's a pedophile? Just the ones that act like pedophiles online?
Pedophilic urges onto every man around to cover up, because that's his way of externalizing his own pedophilia. Just like his hatred of homosexuals is his way of hating the homosexual inside him.
James, I don't think he even hates gays. I've never gotten that off of him. He's, they accept all at Los Tejas, the last time I checked, except for pedophiles.
And trying to eliminate the homosexual by externalizing it onto other people. Okay, I think Adonis Paul is a very sick person. Very sick.
Okay, look, I'll agree with you, and I don't know if accusing the sick person of things is a smart thing to do.
Mentally sick, a big danger to society. He admitted to being on Zoloft, on Daywave.
Okay.
He admitted to having firearms. We all know that.
Okay, but here's the thing. All right, Jimmy, you want to talk about legality of things, okay? You want to say, oh, well, if they're 16, they're legal. I get that. But what you're saying isn't illegal either. Having antidepressants and owning guns, like, do you realize how many people in America would lose guns if that happened? The fuck out of here.
Antidepressants, and I'm going to leave a link in the description. Antidepressants and mass shootings go hand in hand.
That's
very terrible. Very terrible. These drugs are probably a big factor in mass shootings, and these things need to be looked at. Okay. You have the same problem with Mersch being a drug addict and an alcoholic and a pedophile that has stated that he wants to have sexual intercourse with a juvenile. Publicly stated that he wanted to have sexual intercourse with a juvenile. And I'm not talking a 16-year-old or 17-year-old or 18-year-old. I'm talking about a 9-year-old, Dakota Fanning, when she was like 9 years old.
Timestamps, asshole. Timestamps. Show me the timestamp.
He stated that. You dig what I'm saying? The guy...
He said he fucked Dakota Fanning. Yeah, Mersch is a pedo now, too. Does Mersch know that he's being... Someone wake Mersch up and let him know that he's a pedophile?
He's a stone cold
Yeah, I need a timestamp for this, dude.
Pedophile, a stone cold pervert. And these are the kind...
You know what? All right, Mersch has been arrested for a lot of things. Well, a couple of things. Right? But the most famous one was for drunk driving. All right? You know what's not in his police record, which I've seen? Prowling.
Kind of people. That people are like, oh.
Hey, why aren't you bringing up my criminal record? Oh,
well.
Why don't you have AP's criminal record? Where's Royce's? How does this work?
James made a joke. Like, for example, I made a joke that I knew up on...
Am I being lectured by a man who stated he was a proud Lolita lover? Yes, you're being lectured about all types of things. And Mersch apparently wants to fuck Dakota Fanning.
Good authority that that Adonis Paul was a, quote, big fat poopy head. And the good authority was my girlfriend that I was getting back from a date at Chuck E. Cheese's, which was a joke. And why do I do that? Because it gets under their skin.
That's not even a joke. Like, homie, it didn't land. It didn't even land. You ever heard of an air ball?
As I said, with narcissists, you have to find out what gets under their skin. I know.
Oh, I can tell you what gets under Adonis Paul's skin. People telling him that he fucks his daughter. That's a pretty good assessment, right?
I know that no matter what, when you Google search me, I come back as a pedophile. I come back as a serial killer. I come back as this and that. And why is that? It's because...
No, you come back with a prowling.
Because of the untruths that these people are telling about me.
Untruths of criminal records from the state of Pennsylvania, yes.
I noticed that, again, Adonis Paul is showing my false criminal record.
There's no false criminal. It came from the website from the state of Pennsylvania. This is what the state... If anyone looks you up, this is what they find, Jimmy. It doesn't matter if it was me, or if it was Nikki, or if it was Spirit, or if it was Virgie, or whoever is very good at investigating people. It's what comes up, stupid.
Which I checked. It is... They're using it incorrectly. That is...
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait for this documentary. Look, let me tell you something. I love working with other content creators, man. I really do. I like inspiring people. Now, not to the extent that this motherfucker did, because he's trying to make it personal. But I'm going to tell you, I like certain content, and I like inspiring it. It makes me want to do more. You know, inspires me. And then it rolls, and then it rolls, and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and then we get Hulu money.
It's not my criminal record anymore. It's online, but it is not my criminal record. I checked.
It's online, but it's not my criminal record. No, stupid. It's online because it is your criminal record.
To make sure I took care of that. Not mine.
Is it? Is that why it's still there?
It is my brother's. And they're trying.
But it's not because you did it. The prowling charge is you. The stealing charge is you. The punching someone charge is you. Fuck off. It's up there. It ain't changed. It was checked the other day. Hey, guess what? It's still there. So whatever you did, didn't do shit.
Trying to make it appear as though it's mine because that's what they found.
JRC3 is one of the few locales that makes me legit angry. Hey, I'm going fucking over today to fucking put my foot in his ass. Yeah.
On the internet, and they're making it
I wouldn't say angry, though.
But legally, it's not
motivated.
Mine, which is probably why I didn't have any trouble with Argentina. Okay.
Hey, bud, it's March. Why aren't you, where are you going? Thought you were supposed to be going somewhere in March.
Okay, that's probably the reason why. Now, my point...
Or the order ran out in February and they're still applying for it to get, full time, and you keep giving them evidence. Eliana, remember her, the one that you keep trying to say, oh, don't bring her up. Hey, Eliana sends her regards. She thanks us. You know why? Because we took care of you. You won't even say her name now, like the good little bitch you are. Hey, James, why'd you shave your head? Hey, James, which razor did you use? Did you use the clippers that was sent to you in the mails? Hey, they were free. I'd have used them.
Point is these people have completely destroyed my life. Based on what? Based on the fact that they thought they could get away with it. Well, they're not going to get away with it. They've destroyed my reputation.
Woo! Hey, that's called winning, right? Hey, Jimmy, is that you admitting that we won? Did we win? Did we win?
I'll never work in the martial arts field again.
You're welcome.
Or work as a personal trainer ever.
You're welcome.
Again. And why is this? Because people that Google me.
Because when we Google your name, we come up.
You're going to think I'm a pedophile or a rapist or a womanizer or a stalker, and none of these things are true.
But the problem is, when you Google and when you look up your name, guess what comes up? The same shit we found. Hey, you destroy bad reputation, you expose it. And that's what happened, Jimmy. You were running your mouth and scaring a woman for no reason for a long fucking time. Until I found you and made fun of your stupid hair and then started digging and then dug some more and then passed you up the train. Let the train start kicking up steam. And now that train is now going to be hefty with a documentary. Another cow documentary. Hey, AP, when we're at this Hulu premiere, hell yeah.
Mersh, JJ Stoner, these people have put these false things out there about me, just like they did about Adrasdia, claiming that Adrasdia was a murderer.
She murdered those ducks, allegedly.
Adrasdia is not a murderer. She was not found guilty in a court of law, okay? She's not a murderer. There's no evidence that she committed any murder. There's no evidence that she participated in it in any way. These are the facts, man. But you can deny the facts and fabricate and bend truth and everything you want to do. That's fine. But it's not true. You're just distorting the truth to make Adrasdia appear mentally imbalanced. My presumption is that you're either being paid by Aunt Cathy.
Hey, Jimmy, can you hear that? Wait, hold on, let me go back. I need to hear that. Did you guys hear that?
I'll never work in the martial arts field again. I'll never work as a personal trainer ever again. And why is this? Because people that Google me are going to think I'm a pedophile or a rapist or a womanizer or a stalker, and none of these things are true. And why is this? Because people like Adonis Paul, Royce Lopez, Murph.
Women love me because I look like Peter Griffin. Women love me because I look like Peter Griffin. Women love me because I look like Peter Griffin. Run that train, Kurt. Run that train, Kurt. Women love me cause I look like Peter Griffin. Only reppin' for a minute, already on television. Why you hating? Cause I got swag sin. Got you fellas jealous from all the views. Dang it, views I've been getting. Swag team Odom representing. Shout out to the fact that we did this in an instant. Now everybody notice me cause I look like Kermit and I got a flow that's tighter than my rosary. I can't breathe. Maximum swag. So commode Kurt got the world going. Followed by 100,000 views on YouTube. Back pockets full of green. Look like I just took a dude. Whoopsie. You can hate. I'm at the bank. I'm fresh like a Louis Vuitton.
I'm Louis up, Gucci down. It's locomotive Kurt coming through your town. Run that train, Kurt. Run that train, Kurt. Run that train, Kurt. Run that train, Kurt. Right hand up, now pull it down. Yo, choo choo, DJ turn it loud. Run that train, Kurt. Run that train, Kurt. Run that train, Kurt. Run that train, Kurt.
Right off the top of my head, right? I hope y'all have fun, man. I appreciate the support. We got one more day this week. I'm going to get me a goddamn tater. I'll put it in the Discord or somewhere. I ain't been using Twitter much because they ain't no goddamn thing. Y'all have fun. I'm gonna go smoke some weed after all that. There's probably a nap too. I don't know. We'll see. See y'all tomorrow. Hey, James. Fuck yourself, bitch.
Open my eyes, and if I did, you just see red lines. About the color, start signs. So how I'm feeling, no gravitation to pull. Super dope, it's got me spacing. My feet lift right off the pavement. When I'm smoking, what I'm blazing. No shit, I be too faded. I'm
Nailed up, nailed up.
My vagina is married to my own dick.
Inside
my vagina is married to my own dick. Inside my cunt. My vagina is married to my own dick.